Okay, okay, partners and tutor. Cordial greeting, tutor. We are here to share the recording of Escena the Lost Maria. I will be the dynamizer with classmates Lady Piraki in the voice Maria, and Mayra Gonzalez in a voice the father of Maria. Okay. Okay, good. In a place far away, relatively deep in a forest, there lived a beautiful and charming young woman called Maria. She has a green eyes, emerald, and hair as gold. She lived with her mother and father in a small hut. Suddenly one day her mother feeling and because of this she died. So she became very depressed and her parents' behavior began to change, treating the daughter violently. So the young girl decided to move away from the place where she had lived because it brought back too many memories of what she had lived with her mother. Her father seen what what she wanted to say to her.
Daughter, think carefully about what you will be to because we don't know what dangers there are further into the forest and the people you might meet to which he replied. Thoughtfully.
Father, I am almost 18 years old. I know that the world is not as easy as it seems and that not everyone is the same as us, but thanks to what you have told me, I know how to face the outside world and how to distinguish between the good and bad people who surround me on a daily basis.
Daughter, I hope that everything will turn out well for you as you wish, and that your disobedience will not be punished later on for your bad acts and your childish outbursts for always wanting to contradict me and believing that because you are almost grown up you can defend yourself and do with whatever you want. After saying these words, father and daughter said goodbye with tears in their eyes, and the young girl left the house on her way to her new destination.
Okay, then he set off feeling what his fear told him to do. He set off in the direction of the forest to explore the world he had dreamed of, without imagining what the whole house had to face. Along the stands from where he set out, he began to move farther and further. away from the same sentimentals as he had to pass through in hospital and desolate areas where there were animals and beds he had not yet met. And one of those nights she felt that someone was watching her and following her, but she thought it was unnoticed. The next 2 nights she felt the same thing and realized what her fear was. A pack of wolves began to howl at the sight of the full moon, and she felt frightened. Then, after several nights, she heard a strong voice calling her name and warning her not to go any further, as she was in danger. When she decided to turn back, it was too late. A figure emerged from the darkness. I was I was a moon, or at least it seemed to be. His face was shrouded in shadows, and his eyes glowed with malice. I was
Who are you? With a voice trembling with fear. Some who is very hungry and wants to eat answered.
Sweet Maria realized his intention and ran away, but the man threw a stick straight at her head, and she fainted. The 11 men had captured her and had tied her hands and feet. When Maria wakes up, she realizes her terrible situation in hearing the words of her father come to her and why didn't pay attention to him. Resigned to her fate, suddenly she heard again the voice she had heard before, but she didn't pay much attention to it. But she didn't pay much attention to it. Maria, Maria, get get away, get away from this place and go back to your father. To your father. Maria turns to look and realizes that it was a beautiful white wolf who had entered through the window and with his sharp fangs hunted her. She ran away very frightened, and, and the wolf disappeared.
A little tired with hot strength and hungry. She looking at her rucksack that side had some nuts and bread leaf. She wanted to make something to drink because she had forgotten to collect the little water that she still had. She continued on her way. She looking at the sky and remembered that at the beginning of April, the rains had not yet finished. It was the harsh winter that they had never seen in that forest, and that a big storm was coming, and she found that sooner or later it need a place to rest. Suddenly she saw something in the distance, a cabin. It was full, so I am glad to have found a place to rest. New place was not exactly what I was looking for, but I will be protective toward. Maria, when she entered the cabin, neither her backpack nor her foot were with her. How strong she told. She had never met anyone from another village or meeting her family, nor had she ever visited other place when she was growing with her parents. But she felt that neither the sadness nor warmth of home could stop me from returning home again.
Perdón.
Her short rest was going very well in the hunt when suddenly she felt a noise neither so abrupt nor so loud. It was the image of the white wolf that she had never seen in the person, who had returned to take her back home as her father had made the decision to take her on the journey with her and never leave her nor separate her, as she was the most precious thing he had. Once she came to her senses, Maria starts to return home, repented or not. Sooner or later, she had to accept her mistake and the consequence of her wrong decision. When she arrived home, very sorry her father had already left. He was no longer in the house, so she started crying, and unfortunately, her pet had died before she returned because she could not stand his advances, either with her father or both of them, but she always wanted to feel the company of her mistress.
Her sadness was short-lived, for she remembered that her father, in his moments of nostalgia and loneliness, used to go the country and say days to feed